So the offering, notice, is called a sacrifice. For all of the sacrifices that we think are happening in the book of Leviticus, this is the first time that the word sacrifice has been used. Have you noticed that? They've been called offerings, and this is called an offering as well, but now this is also called a sacrifice. And we probably typically tend to think of all of these as being sacrifices, right? But technically speaking, this is the first sacrifice that we read of in the book of Leviticus. The whole burnt offering and the grain offering are not sacrifices in the strict sense of the Hebrew, right? So sacrifice comes from the verb to slaughter. So sacrifice is something that is slaughtered, and it's also related to the word for altar, which means the place of the slaughter, okay? So we would kind of expect the slaughter of an animal to be forefront in this kind of offering, but interestingly, Michael Heiser, he argues, and I throw out his name with a little bit of caution, but he makes a good point here. He says, when the biblical text uses the language of sacrifice, it has a meal in mind. So an animal was being slaughtered, but it was being slaughtered specifically for consumption, to be eaten. Indeed, Michael Morales, he says, it could be that the word sacrifice, to slaughter, slaughtered, along with the word altar, the place of the slaughter, which is derived from it, has at its central idea the covenantal feast, that sacrifice is a meal and the altar is a table. And indeed, we shall see in Leviticus chapter 7 that, again, portions of this sacrifice, they're given to the priest, they're given to the worshiper, and then the worshiper would eat his portion with his friends and family. This was a celebration meal.